and welcome to Tom Montydoodoo and the Crocodile crew.
On FBI Radio 94.5 FM, hello, Robbie here.
Tom is here.
As is Jordan, and because we're always trying to expand out into new audiences at FBI, to anyone listening in opposite land, my name's Nadroj.
That was well prepared.
Yeah, I was cooking that up for an entire week, actually. I was thinking that on the way back from the place where you said I was at the Gold Coast. Absolutely not. Literally the geographical opposite location on my way towards Victoria. But regardless of that, I thought about it. I've been thinking about it for a week, and that's all I've got for this. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all my thought for this.
Okay, we've got an okay hour coming up for you of all right chat. We're going to start things off.
Extremely unprepared, and Robbie just slapped his own microphone. And it might not be working.
Radio of the mind. So Obama, okay, he's done. He's over. He is no longer the president of the United States of America. What has he done? He's done a dog act at the end of his speech. What was it, guys?
Firstly, he still is.
Clarification, right? Yes.
He still is president.
To jump on that. Sorry, Robbie. No.
But yeah, it was like his last correspondence dinner.
Who's in charge now? Trump?
I don't know.
Yeah, who do you think would run the country?
Just whoever's trending the most. He's basically just a reporter for Today FM. That's all he knows.
But yeah, yesterday everyone was watching this viral. He's made like 3 or 4 viral videos.
Obama.
Yeah. No, in the last day, in the last week or whatever.
Okay, like he's a Vine star. Or something.
as in, like him.
Well, he technically
talking to the Queen about. Did you see him with the Queen?
No? Oh, did he... I saw him mention that there was a kid in his room that was wearing a robe, and he was a bit offended by that, or some little princely robe.
No, not that. I don't know what that is. But yeah, he was the Queen.
I know what that is, thanks to BuzzFeed, and God, it really shows Robbie's level of knowledge of the world. That's clearly where he's getting his news from.
He mentioned it in his... No, he actually mentioned it in his speech.
Well, he's got a lot of content online right now. And
Let's get back to the matter at hand, Tom.
Yeah.
Go.
So... But we were saying, everyone's watched this and they were going, isn't Obama, just such a fun, regular guy? He did one which was, what Obama's going to do when he leaves. And it's him and Joe Biden's you could, take up golf or something, or whoever it is. And
been very interested to think about what does Joe Biden do when he's not vice president, / what has he done for the last 8 years? What did he do as a vice president? Are you supposed to be just a stunt double?
Yeah, very forgettable face and name. But yeah.
He's balding, right?
Joe Biden. Yeah, a very old-looking man.
Okay.
White hair. So in Obama's final speech, it's meant to be a fun kind of speech. He grilled Donald Trump.
I don't actually know. Is it meant to be fun, is it?
Yeah, I think it's meant to be a little bit fun.
Why do you think that Obama just cracks jokes continuously like that when he's speaking at the UN, say? He has that same speech.
I don't know.
God, how are you 20? You know what I mean? How have you been around for 2 decades?
But he does definitely, the jokes, the way he delivers is like a stand-up comic. He'll be talking about Trump's steaks or something and be like, what does he sell? Steaks? And then kind of had this wry smile on his face and just waiting just for the pausing for all the laughter that just erupts around him. He's such a boss of a man when he's delivering these speeches.
Which is a lot of it as well, because the jokes are so safe. It's mostly just the zeal of his little stamp that he put on letters. That's most of the reason why everybody's laughing there, because apart from that, I've got to say, everybody's always saying, he's just so down to earth and with it. His delivery's a bit off. His timing's not great, is it?
I will give him some props though for his Trump joke where he said, people are saying he's not that good on foreign policy. Well, he's traveled around a lot. He knows the Argentina, the Miss Argentina, Miss whatever, he did.
Miss Universe.
God, that was such a botched job of that joke.
And on top of that, excellent impersonation from the impersonation master himself, Robbie. And for anybody who just tuned in, he was oddly doing Obama just then.
But so we wanted to focus though on Obama's last words publicly in this speech, where he drops the mic and goes, I've only got 2 words left, Obama out, and drops a microphone that isn't plugged in as kind of this joke. Because I think he's been memed in the past at kicking the door down, leaving a journalist press conference and things like that. So I think it was kind of a bit of a meta joke, but it's just a joke running around where people drop mics nowadays. And we're thinking this is the dumbest joke. It's terrible. It's just a very annoying joke. And Obama, the president, has done it. And it just feels very demeaning on multiple levels.
Which even for something that is supposed to be a light-hearted speech, that it just... And how you were saying in yourself that the fact that the President of the United States has to stoop to the level of being a Tonight Show host every now and then.
Yeah, like just the fact that the President even goes on Fallon or something is just kind of weird. It's just strange, I think.
Are we being a bit BuzzFeed politics here, actually?
Maybe, actually, yeah.
Is this... Should we drop this?
I think BuzzFeed would
nothing else planned.
Yeah, BuzzFeed would do it. Isn't this great? Thing. I think we're doing it. Isn't this weird? It's slightly different.
So we're still better. We're still better.
An important difference.
Yeah, you're listening to Tom, Jordan, and Robbie, creators of Anti-BuzzFeed, which means that we're on the same level, but we just again we're branching out to opposite land.
yeah,
guys. What we want to know from you out there that's listening. Okay, we want you to text in. Number is 0409945945. Is there a more dog act out there than doing a mic drop at the end of your presidency?
And I think we've also redefined what dog act is. I'm pretty sure that a dog act is, say, us continually making fun of Robbie's appearance.
Yeah,
that is a dog act.
We're being dogs. But so we're more saying, like, is there something more lame than Obama doing a mic drop? For instance, if he said his final line and then did that thing where you kind of try and click with your hand by like whipping your hand and trying to make that sound. If he was like Obama out,
I don't know. It's a skill. It's definitely a skill.
Is that lamer than
live
dropping
on air right now, Robbie? Try and do it.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah! Sort of.
Yeah, so what's like a hand gesture or some kind of thing that people do when you're in primary school or something?
Oh, Lord, we have got a text here.
Read it out.
I don't think that you have, but okay.
No, all right. What if he went, damn world?
Like damn Daniel.
The certain damn Daniel is the tumor of the universe. So I was thinking, imagine, all right, that's probably surely.
Yeah, surely. If he made a joke about damn Daniel, it would be. Yeah, that has to be more of a dog act.
No, I have to disagree. Disagree.
No way.
If we were to talk about dogs, right, I'm certain that the mic drop is the wolf of the dogs, as in it is the predecessor. Nothing would exist without the mic drop. I still think this is the lowest, whereas Damn Daniel, to me, seems like a pug, very far removed down the chain. I like Damn Daniel, I'm going to say it now.
Well,
I still think it's great. I still think it's relevant, albeit I did find out about it a week ago when you guys said, hey, have you seen what was trending in January of this year? But
why do you hate the mic drop so much? What's your because you were saying before you don't like Stephen Colbert at all now because he pretended to drop a mic and that was just the last
done
straw.
With Colbert now.
Why do you hate it?
Huge fan of him for years, but after that, it's anything that is always white people appropriating something that is from black culture that was has been surfacing around for close to a decade, and then all of a sudden they pick up on it. I mean, we did it to jazz, we did it to rap, and now we've done it to this.
Right.
It's got to stop.
But Obama can do it, right?
Nah. He's the president.
All right, let's go to a song.
Yeah, let's go to a song here. Today we've got a bit of a special collection of tunes here. Lots of covers of older songs by fresh, interesting, fun artists. You might recognise one a bit later. That's a little bit cheeky of me, but you'll hear that later. Now, what we're going to
This one, however, is not cheeky.
This one's not very cheeky. This one is just fantastic. It's a cover of Grateful Dead song Shakedown Street. It's by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. It's from some new compilations coming out of Grateful Dead covers. So enjoy. See you soon, FBI Radio. Hey there, everybody. You've got it tuned to FBI Radio 94.5 FM. The song there, Shakedown Street. It was a cover of The Grateful Dead by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Your boys. We've got Robbie, Tom, and Jordan in the studio. Fun chat.
Jordan, theme parks, talk to us.
All right, so dig this.
What's the deal?
Just interesting side note, I've got to ask this. Robbie, you were saying that on the podcast last week. I thought that you were doing the voice of the principal in the show Doug.
Is
But it turns out you were doing Seinfeld.
Did you actually not know who it was?
It's a very good impersonation of someone who it's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It is a bang-on impression of a cartoon character.
All right, for anybody
Yeah.
that's not aware...
Let's hear the impersonation.
Yeah.
So this is Robbie Seinfeld.
Oh, by the way, just like this is 2016, the year of impression-based segments. That's what we're doing.
Still going strong,
Okay,
5 months in.
Still going strong. What's the deal? What's the deal with bees? What's the deal with honey?
You have to text in and tell us this, please, if you remember Doug. And I know that because we're on FBI and all
Everyone
kids
will.
like talking about is children's cartoon shows, it will break the computers once again.
Yeah.
Just text in and tell us that is not Seinfeld, please. What's the deal with honey?
The number's
Has he ever
040
done an observation about honey? Probably is.
B
Seinfeld.
movie,
He's been
man.
around. Oh, of course, yeah.
Number-
He's made a whole movie about it.
04099459445. But now we've got some spicy chat about Jordan's getaway. He went to a little theme park. And,
Sure did.
And I'm not sure if it was that good, was it,
Little
Jordan?
is correct as well. It was for anybody who doesn't know, Ulladulla, close to a town that we were making fun of a few weeks back on the radio, Nowra. It's the next one over. They have a place called Ulladulla Funland. And I remember saying to my girlfriend on the way, when we were going further there to the next destination, saying, we have to go back to this place. This is non-negotiable.
To the Funland.
It became, after that, there was like half an hour of silence in the car. She did not want to go. Anyway, dragged her in. She saw that there was laser tag, knows that I'm a massive enthusiast of laser tag, can't pass down the opportunity to do it, and she was saying, look, there's just 2 people here. I mean, it's barely laser tag. It's playing tag with just 2 people in primary school. It would have had to have been a loser.
So it was just
dates.
you and 2.
That's it. On a romantic date in Ulladulla, where the Thai restaurant has cauliflower and grapes in its red curry.
I think that's actually surprising that they have the level of technology for laser tag at the Funland. I was expecting it all to be very manual mechanisms of rides.
You
know?
thought it was a 1920s freak show side carnival.
Yeah, like I didn't even think they'd have motors and things. Like I know they'd have motors, but
So you thought the only game that they'd have there is whack-a-mole, and perhaps that one where you sit on a chair and it spins you around with a bunch of chairs that are suspended by a piece of rope.
yeah, like not even that. I was thinking just slippery slides and stuff like that.
They did have a slippery dip. An indoor slippery dip.
So it's all
it was
indoor?
smaller than the McDonald's one that they have that you can only be 12 if you get in there, and it says you must be this tall to enter it. I'm going, well, that
Yeah.
excludes everyone except for the midget in Game of Thrones. That's way too small for anyone,
Did
really.
you get a discount for being older as an adult? Like, is it more expensive or less expensive?
No, but they did have as the price tags, kids' price of admission, big kids' price of admission. We just go, yep, that's us. We're taller than the midget. So we were in there, played laser tag. I was talking to our editor, Matt, who actually lives in Nowra and used to go to Ulladulla, obviously, to hang out at Ulladulla Funland. And he was saying, and so we walk in there, play laser tag, come out, to severely disappointed because in there they're playing reggae in a laser tag zone. I mean, it's supposed to be like the end of the world in there.
As a laser tag connoisseur, you found that very annoying.
What do you prefer, Jordan?
Yeah, what's the usual music? Isn't it like usually like what's the one they play at Moore Park?
It's like a PG-13 dystopic video game. That's what you're aiming for here, not good Caribbean vibes.
Yeah.
Which is what was happening, and you could hear the footsteps, so it was very easy to shoot, where there was only one other person in there. and like there's just music going ding, 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 ding. A lot of pauses. So very easy to kill. At the edge of it, I come out, and then the text is from Matt saying, oh, you're there? Just don't go into the laser tag. It's the absolute worst. And 2 was sitting there just like with this sour grape face on her. So I go, okay, well, how about we just go into a bunch of the other rides there? I swear a third of them were broken down. They had this policy that you get your money back if it's broken. So we go down. The guy that owns it is just anti-Santa Claus. Like, it must be his punishment to just work at this place because he clearly hates children. But this guy owns this place. It was honestly the lamest theme park I've ever been to in my entire life. It was a time zone that didn't work. It was a time zone that is caught in time. Nothing has improved since 1992, and they're just waiting until everything shuts down. I don't even know how they keep it open.
Yeah, how do they run those things? It's like Ton of Fun. Have you been to Ton of Fun? There's a Ton of Fun, a lot more fun. What's worse?
It's got 2 slides. Ton of Fun has 2 slides. Ulladulla Funland just had 1. I think we have a new champion, which is what we're going to be finding out this month. As last month we were trying to find the worst song, and after a while that kind of petered out and nobody started posting it anymore. That we had like heaps of entrants the first week, 2 entrants the next, 0 for the next couple of weeks. So I don't think we'll be finishing it on that, but this one we are trying to find the lowest of the low in terms of an amusement park, be it a zoo that, you know, those ones that one of the main attractions there will be an enclosure with, say, 50 guinea pigs and 50 rabbits, and you're like, I'm pretty sure they don't de-sex them and just allow them to just keep going until it overpopulates and they all die of disease. I like that. I think that's the method.
Or that little zoo that we found at that petrol station at Uluru, where there was just a few emus and people just like feed it rubbish. Like that.
That was incredible. Being in the middle of nowhere and seeing this ratty, rat-tailed 50-year-old giving a Coke can to an emu just to see it try and chew it and spit it out while this guy's laughing manically at it.
Yeah, very close to a national park, but we're not quite in it, so people just do whatever they want. I guess if you're at a petrol station as well, people just don't care.
So make sure make sure you tell us about that. But in the meantime, guys, I've got a quiz for you about Ulladulla Funland Park. This is a quick impromptu Price is Right. Wrote down a couple of because obviously they have fun tickets, and everybody knows that they're extremely overpriced. You get a Despicable Me doll, it'll be, say, 4,000 tickets, and you'll think, well, that's probably about $300 worth of rides.
Yeah. So did you try and win your girlfriend a little prize?
I got her a stretchy alien. She didn't like it.
She doesn't like much, does she?
She's really fun until she's in a fun park. I don't know. It's like she doesn't like her vibe being out-funned.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Right, so what's your
prizes?
Okay, guys, here we go. Fake mustache. How many tickets do you think a fake mustache should be worth?
Oh,
10.
50.
It's double that. Ulladulla Fun Park is the most overpriced ticket place. It's like living in the CBD. It's that.
So it's 100
prizes. It's 100 tickets for a fake moustache. And we're not even talking about the ones that you clip on your nose that are extremely painful. Don't recommend it. Always recommend that you get the stick-on ones. But it was that. These are the ones that come in a pack of like 8.
And the stick runs out after your first application.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And has the little tag at the front, fool your friends.
Oh, for goodness sake. What else did they have?
Okay, so we've also got Season 2 of Adventure Time. How many tickets?
On DVD or...
Of course DVD.
I wish it was on a USB.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say 1,000.
I'm going to say 500.
3,000.
No way.
That's heaps.
It's a DVD.
What a strange price as well. Like prize.
It's prize. Yeah, that is a weird prize.
Do they even sell... I've not bought a DVD since I was probably 14. Are they even $30 anymore?
I think you can find them, yeah.
So what would that equate to in money from the tickets? Like, how much would it cost to get 3,000 tickets, do you think?
Because this is the kind of place, right, where you play the little... Our version of whack-a-mole in Australia seems to be whacking crocodiles. By the way, one of the crocodiles wouldn't come out and just go... And then it'd just count as coming out. So they obviously didn't fix that on purpose to get even less tickets than that. But... we caught wise to that, so we did what everybody does when they have 2 people at one of those fun parks where they have someone covering all the bases. Yeah. So it was Stu's job to hit that one.
Yeah.
We hit all of them, right? We got 3 tickets from it.
So you're almost a perfect score.
So we would have had to play it. That's amazing. Yeah. That is incredible. We would have had to play it like 350 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway. And that's not right maths. But yeah, anyway.
Sorry. I was in the bottom class and skipped in year 10. That was the last time I ever did maths.
Is this weirder? Is this one the weirdest?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
A figure You remember Action Man, right?
Yeah.
That guy. So it's like an out-of-date toy that nobody cares about. Like, Dust Ahoy on it. You could barely see what was inside the cover. It was that much.
Dust Ahoy.
What the hell? What is that? What's Dust Ahoy?
Dust Ahoy.
What the hell's Dust Ahoy?
Like, I think it was saying like ahoy there, like that kind of...
Dust Ahoy.
Yeah, that means a lot.
I'm pretending that I'm a sailor, but I'm scared of the ocean, so I'm hunting dust particles instead.
Yeah, like land
as a
ahoy.
true landlubber.
Okay, Monty, what do you guess? How much?
How many tickets do you reckon that is?
Sorry, what was it?
An Action Man.
An Action Man figure. That's very dusty. It'd have to be less than the... I'd say 400.
All right, I'm going to say 10,000.
Oh, don't ruin it. What was it?
He didn't ruin it.
Oh, he got it.
No, it's 12,000.
Oh, wait. All right, we've broken.
I don't know what his thing is. What is he saying? Like, it's a collector's item. Why is he charging?
I think we just broke the radio, guys. I think we broke the radio.
So yeah, if you know any fun parks that are really bad, we'd love to record a podcast there. Also, we're looking for a haunted house. So if you know any haunted houses,
Just as an aside.
as an aside.
A thing we're putting out there. We've actually got a text here. It says they had a place like that at Port Macquarie called Peppermint Park. This horrible place full of manual crap rides, statues of basically every Disney character, but changed slightly to avoid copyright. That sounds like the kind of place
Mickey
we're looking
Rat?
for. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Is it still open? Because if it is,
yeah.
man, I'm doing it. I'm going.
Yeah, I don't even care. I'll go.
yeah. Sounds like a blast.
Okay. Should we go to,
Peppermint Park.
we'll go to a song now.
What's fun about peppermint?
Yeah.
God, how dated is that? When that was considered a lolly and not a breath freshener.
Peppermint.
Okay, now we're going to go to a song. It's called I Was a Fool to Care. It's a song by James Taylor. It was covered by Mac DeMarco and John Lent. We'll see you soon. Lordy, lordy, the sultry sounds there of Mac DeMarco featuring John Lent. That was a cover of James Taylor's song I Was a Fool to Care. You're with your boys Robbie, Tom and Jordan on FBI Radio 94.5 FM. I've got a little proposal for you guys now.
Okay, last time you had a proposal for us, you just told us exactly what Spotify was.
Yeah, I think I worked out.
And claimed it as your own invention.
I worked out what it was.
Years later. without deciding the interface.
Especially-
nothing like
yeah,
that.
you
Just
love-
a very big ideas man, Robbie is.
It's truly baffling how you can not know of something like that, considering your line of work.
Or the fact that he genuinely thought that President Obama would be constantly cracking jokes. That he spoke.
That's his
thought
job.
of him as this high government level. Yeah, much like he's the commander-in-chief, just being America's first comedian. That's what he was running for election.
I reckon this one is actually like a genuinely good idea. So if anybody is in the market of like Stan, Netflix, these sort of streaming services, hit me up. I'd love to sort of copyright this idea or something.
Get ready for the phone call flood that will be after this probably already thought of idea.
Okay, so when you know people they use these streaming services, right? They like to watch their favorite shows, House of Cards.
No other major movies or television shows spring to Robbie's mind.
Yeah, say another
Really done his
television
research
show.
on the market.
Yeah, can you say another one?
Rick and Morty is another show that was recently put on.
We did give him 20 seconds. He came up with it, so...
Yeah, kudos, Robbie, you did that.
All right, so if you guys use it, what you'll notice is that sometimes it buffers. It's got a little bit of problem with buffering, and that'll cause a little bit of annoyance, a little bit of anger on the part of the viewer, right?
Sure, they do try and accommodate to that. So on some, you can use the buffering circle to play Snake, for instance,
on YouTube.
That's YouTube. Netflix is a different story here.
Also, Netflix.
Oh, so you're just saying that just on this medium?
Yeah, Netflix and Stan and maybe Foxtel, IQ or whatever. Presto. I reckon what you should have if you get it is they have like a little sort of virus in there that attaches itself to the camera, so the camera can see you watching it, and if you are patient, then it will not give you the show as much as it would somebody else who's like really fervent and angry and wanting to see it, because they are more likely to complain. So
that's a terrible idea.
So I reckon it should like distribute the buffering to people that will be more likely to complain. Because
this is awful.
And you're also suggesting that that idea that they wanted to do, where they would give telcos the ability to prioritize buffering based on the website. it was like really heavily hated by like
Really?
everyone. Yeah. And also that they don't have a control of buffering. It's to do with your internet speed. That's not like the streamers deciding on how much internet speed
All right,
you have.
well, but if they were, don't you reckon that'd be like if you were the owner of Netflix or Stan or whatever, you'd
Hang
be
on,
like,
so you're saying in this alternate universe
where they
if-
control
where
internet.
this technology already exists, wouldn't it be good to put this piece of technology over the top that slightly improves something that is annoying that doesn't exist?
I reckon.
Yes. That's what you're suggesting
I
here.
suppose you
You're
put it like
suggesting
that.
a solution to a problem that doesn't exist in the first place.
Well, it's a problem, but they don't have any control over
yeah, but
it.
like, that's, this is the point, Robbie.
Okay,
God, you've got
well,
to
I
do a
don't
bit
know,
of... and the other thing that's annoying about
little
this as
bit of
well,
wrestling.
right? I'm pretty sure that somebody else was suggesting this in some internet-y article
Yeah.
outright. So not only has Robbie, unlike last time where he just did absolutely no research, out on a whim, we said come up with a segment, and then the first thing that fell out of his mouth, he just gobbed out. He's done something even worse than that, which is steal someone else's terrible idea.
This is even a stolen segment. It's the Hogs, Hamish and Andy invention segment.
Oh no, here we go. I've got somebody here
Cut
that's
that one off, right? Yeah.
I've got somebody here that's refining my idea, and I'd like to know your name, actually, if you could text that in. Robbie, isn't this essentially Gogglebox, but the Snowden edition? I suppose it is.
Yeah, it basically is.
Hey,
So you watch Gogglebox?
I don't watch it. What?
But you know the
But
idea.
you saw that.
I know
You
of
obviously saw an ad. You got the gist of what that show is because it's a very simple premise.
I guess maybe I did.
But I
as
think,
my
yeah,
subconscious.
it's the Snowden edition in that people aren't able to see this webcam. It's more, why do they need to be looking at you as well? Like, it's just, why don't they just do it via feedback? Like, are you really unhappy with this?
No, because they can
performance?
see, because they can see through like facial recognition software if you're like
How
angry
annoyed you
or
are.
like whether you're likely to complain. It's just about minimizing
Very
complaints.
invasive, isn't it?
It's just about minimizing complaints, isn't it?
Yeah, so you want to solve a very minor problem in life by including one that is much, much worse.
Also, why are you
Like the
rewarding
cure
people
is
that are
worse than
angry?
the cancer.
Like, if you're patient, surely you should be, like, rewarded for that. Like, you're just rewarding people that are more likely to get angry very easily.
If I was the owner of Netflix and Stan, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
So if you are those people and you want to take this idea, please credit me.
Yeah, contact Robbie. He's looking at patenting.
Yeah, please don't just take this and run with it. Like, please credit me. I know I'm putting it out there, and maybe it's a bit foolish of me, but
Yeah, definitely foolish.
Totally fair. I suppose you have copyrighted it by airing this in a public domain.
yes, there you go. Yes. All
So
right.
there was,
So we have a date on this.
Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway. Well, there we go. We'll probably talk about it in the break. But now, what I'd like to just tease for anybody after this song, if you'd like to continue listening, you can. There's we've
I
got
know that.
we've got a little spicy segment that I think will do you in, Tom. So, are you a little bit nervous about this?
No, just go to a song.
Okay, guys,
that in a
this is the little cheeky song I was talking about before. The song, it's "Stranger in Moscow." It's by Michael Jackson, but guess who's covered it?
Prince.
No, Tame Impala. Yeah, so a little bit of Tay-Tay time on Tom Montydoodoo and the Crocodile crew. Hey, I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you in a brief moment. Oh, dearie me. Wonderful song there. That was called Stranger in Moscow. It was a cover by Tame Impala of a song by Michael Jackson.
I can't believe that you forgot the most famous musician ever.
Yeah.
How did you forget his name?
You're listening to FBR Radio 94.5 with Tom, Jordan and Robbie.
Robbie being the music aficionado of the trio, who can't remember MJ.
But now, I've got a little bit of a spicy surprise for you, Tom.
Yeah, what is it?
What do you reckon this might be about? What do you...
I think it's about the scooter that I have.
Well, you might... Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we've got... Just... Yeah. One second.
Robbie very flusteredly saying, yeah, correct, Tom. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but let's do like, a bit of sizzle for the audience.
Yeah, well, don't ask me if you don't want me to.
Okay. Matt, are you there?
Boys, yes, I'm here.
Matt is our friend and editor of Friendlyjordies videos. You own a scooter, don't you?
Yes, I do. Before we get to that, I just want to compliment you, Robbie, for your choice of music. Love the Tay-Tay. So,
thank you so much, Matt. I'm very much a fan of what you do as well. Look, so go into
Extremely vague compliment.
So, Matt, if you'd just like to tell us, how much this scooter means to you and the story of it, basically.
Well, I want to start by asking Jordan and Robbie a question first. How would you feel if your best friend stole something that was of great importance to you and didn't tell you about it for several months?
I'd be absolutely gutted, Matt. What a monster.
Disheartened, and I'd probably disown them.
This is so unfair.
So, thank you. I mean, now you understand how I feel.
Well, Matt, I'm not sure.
Do you want to explain this?
Yeah, Matt, just for anybody listening out there, Matt, do you want to detail the kind of...
treachery that you have endured.
Exactly, the heartless treachery.
Well, I wanted to get the emotion out there first, and then I'll get to the details.
It's really good.
So
you have set the mood.
Yeah. All right, so basically, Tom and I used to work in an office together. That
Like good
fell
friends
through.
do.
Yeah, as you do, of course. Best friends, summer days. It was brilliant.
Everything, including the scooters riding happily off into the sunset after a good day's of work where, much like birds in a mine, chirping with a sound of solidarity, the same song.
Yes, exactly. So we were moving out. We moved everything out of the office. I used to ride my scooter to work every day. So, thanks for driving me home that day, Tom. But unfortunately, I left my scooter in his boot. And I didn't realize this until last week.
Months later.
Months later.
Don't laugh about this, Tom, thanks.
I thought it was gone. I thought it was,
Stolen.
It was, just gone to the ether at this point.
And in a way it had.
I'd cried about it. But
that was his baby that he forgot
Yeah.
about, much like a gambling addict at a Star City casino for months.
and lo and behold, months later, this photo appears on Instagram, on the Friendlyjordies Instagram, of Tom standing on my scooter.
Proudly. All right, this is so unfair, though. Just to
Proudly.
back myself up. I lost my scooter as well. I lost both of them. I didn't know I had your scooter, Matt.
Oh, what does it matter if you lost your scooter?
Because they were both...
you lost a scooter, you think it's fair to steal your friend's scooter?
No, I lost both of them at the same time.
Drop the smile, please. This is...
I left them at my parents' garage, and then my mum was like, "Oh, you have two scooters here," and I was like, "Oh, Matt's scooter." Fair enough. I didn't contact you
Ever.
You know,
Mate,
You were just going to
pathetic.
assume
It's
that he just
pathetic.
forgot about it entirely. You were never going to contact him.
well, we don't work at that office anymore. And, I was just I just never thought about it. To be fair, though, Robbie's the only one that's been riding it. We swapped the scooters just for that photo. I've been riding the white
really?
one.
Is that the case? Is it you're just going to make
knew
a lie?
You
You're just
knew
gonna
it
make
was
a lie?
Matt's, didn't you, as well?
You are an accomplice in this,
That's
Robbie.
bullshit.
You are
Robbie
scum.
didn't know.
Yes, he did.
I
No,
didn't
he
know.
definitely
Gave
did.
him the scooter.
No, I
No,
didn't
don't
know.
defend him, Matt. He's also scum.
I didn't know. I didn't know, Matt. I swear to God.
No, I believe Robbie, honestly.
Thank you.
Robbie doesn't have a history of crippling lying.
And neither does Tom, thanks, Matt.
No,
Yet again, another lie. Can you shut this man off?
All right, so what we're doing today is
Gonna be giving it away.
giveaway of a scooter. Matt's scooter.
Oh, this is pathetic.
Okay, so guys, we've got a bit of audio that we've recorded.
Oh, no, let's just leave that. I've ditched all that in favour of just barreling you with Matt on the phone here, just making you realise your mistakes.
All right.
And just owning up to them and basically apologise. I think we all would love it if you could just apologise to Matt for stealing his property
I
for
don't
months
even
on end.
care. Just give me back my scooter.
All right, so the number's 833-22999. First person to call gets a free
two
scooter.
very different agendas here happening in the studio at once.
All right, Matt, if you're the first to call in, we'll give you this scooter back. How's that?
It's a $250 scooter for anyone out there that wants a really good scooter.
But at cash converters, it'll probably go for $220 because they don't really care about the quality or the quantity at cash converters. They just try and undermark Kmart slightly.
Matt, does that sound fair to you? You can call in first. We hope you do. Is that okay?
honestly lost for words.
Okay, why don't we...
Okay, thanks, Matt. We're going to a song. First person call in the number again, 833-22-999. They'll get a free scooter, which is mine. I'm giving it away.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Hope you call in first. We've got now, this is password music access granted. Basically, we realise we can play whatever we want on this, and we're going to play some truly rubbish music each week, and culminating in 1 week where we're just going to play all the bad ones in a row.
Well, no, the winning band will
bad
get
ones.
to a whole hour of
Oh, that's right. Sorry, yeah.
Which will be especially sad if two of those entrants do win, because they did only ever produce one song, put it on YouTube, got a very negative feedback from the audience, and thought, no, music's not for me. They're doing something else. And so we'll just be playing that song 4 times in a row if either of those win, just to stick it to them. You're terrible at what you tried to do. Don't try again.
Okay, so we've got now... Look... The song, it's not good, but you only root for this man. Okay?
It got sent in, and this bangs.
This is bangs. Okay, so we're playing this with love, aren't we, Jordan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also in flagrant disregard to our own rules that was originally supposed to be just bands from Sydney. Then there wasn't enough entrants, so then we go, okay, Greater New South Wales, and then we did get enough entrants for that. Then we go, just Australia, whatever. Bangs is from Victoria.
Okay, and this is his song "Christmas Story Part 3." I really hope you do enjoy. Oh, sorry, you were going to say something?
I was just saying, if you want to go to... obviously, because it's part 3, this is the sequel to a sequel, so start from part 1 after this if you are intrigued.
And also, look forward to, after this song, we're going to be talking about Tom's jury duty. We're going to be talking about, like, scary stories. That they always go down a treat on radio. So, we've got now...
And we can only assume that jury duty will be just as riveting.
Hopefully. Here we go, here's the song.
Festive and ghetto, gotta love it.
Your boy Bangs there with Christmas Story Part 3. Okay, we've had a few callers in.
All after this brilliant scooter that I own and I'll be giving away. So we've got Aiden.
To quote The Simpsons, 2 calls, that's our best ever.
Okay. Yeah. So now we've got a person called in. His name is Aiden. Aiden, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Okay, hello. You said before you're late for a stats exam, but you want this scooter, is that correct?
I do. My priorities are straight.
Do you think that the scooter will help you get to your stats exam quicker? Is that why you called in?
Well, yeah, I park like 10 minutes away from my class, so... You know.
I mean, he needs it, doesn't he? When you read that, that's exactly what a scooter's for. Somebody who's too lazy to walk for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the only problem here is, Aiden, that it's quite difficult to get you this scooter in the next 10 minutes because we're currently in a different suburb to where you are.
And also we realised that it's actually Matt's property that, we actually can't sort of give it away.
So basically what we're asking you is, can you please plead to Matt and say why you deserve it more? Because I really think that your sob story is way better than Matt's, who, if you really think about it, for somebody who claims that this scooter is his baby... He did leave it in the boot of a car for 3 months.
And didn't even know it was missing until last week.
All right, that's enough from you, Tom. But yeah.
Don't defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Aiden, go. What's your story?
Okay. So wait, how much?
And make it quick. Sorry, we've got to. Yeah,
it's $250. Valued at $250. Probably could go to cash converters. They'll give you $50, but then they'll sell it for $220.
Well, uni parking costs like $350.
Very true.
If I keep parking for free at the shopping centre, I can get that scooter, which is worth less than the parking ticket, and get to uni very quickly.
And that's youth allowance. That's a week's worth of youth allowance.
So you're a student. Matt isn't a student anymore, so you're a student, are you, Aiden?
Yes.
Oh, so maybe
he's
he should
trying to do a
it.
stats exam. He's trying to do something beneficial to society. Well, what's Matt doing? Playing computer games and editing videos for me for very cheaply. I don't know why I'm disparaging it. Thank you very much, Matt.
Well, all right. I mean, I'm sort
of... All right,
of...
Aiden, I think you've made your case, so we'll take that to Matt and see what he reckons.
Yeah. Sort of just stay on the line if you want, Aiden. But, no, actually go to your exam and I'll just...
Yeah, study hard, mate.
We'll contact you.
Just message us in some ways that we can speak to you. I'm just not sure how at the moment. But anyway, thanks, Aiden. Okay.
Thanks for being a good sport.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna talk about Tom's jury. We've just got to really got to wrap this up. But
really?
Tom's
Okay.
jury duty for next week.
Okay, this is called Tom, Reporter at Law. I've basically just been summoned for an 8-week-long criminal trial, and
Because the guy that steals scooters should be judging whether or not somebody else is free in the eyes of the law.
yeah, we're talking about how it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Even, like letting an 18 to, just letting I'm not 18, but letting people as young as 18 be able to decide someone's fate. It's just awful.
Well, they're not all 18, are they?
No, but
you've got to have all
could be.
No, but you
perspectives, don't
could have aided the guy that's studying for a stats exam, got other things on his mind, summoned for jury duty to sit in there being like, I don't know, I was just thinking about a scooter today.
Is he still here?
Was it 25 years to life? I don't know, whatever.
yeah, like it's people just notorious. Like when you ever talk to someone about jury duty, they'll just say how boring it is and how they couldn't help but like fall asleep and things like that. It's people should appreciate about how bad that is. That like I went out the night before, so the next day, I was just like I could hardly stay awake during the whole trial. Like, it was just talking about nothing. But like, I'm sure they were talking about stuff.
yeah.
Like it's a court. Like they're making a trial, and it's for you. Like they're only talking to you. But yeah.
So sorry, I forgot the music.
So for the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be away. So we're going to be doing kind of a correspondence thing where I'm going to give everyone info on what's happening in the trial, even though that might be illegal. So I might have to talk about other stuff.
We'll just say you'll just say what you can, and
Which will more or less be Hollywood carpet correspondent. You're going to be Ryan Seacrest in a court. You're just going to tell us who's wearing what. Do they look fabulous?
Yeah.
Who's walking down the aisle now?
Yeah, nothing of anything
And nobody that nobody knows either. And you won't be, even if you do know them, you won't be able to identify them because that would be illegal. So everybody's just going to be called Mr. or Mrs. X.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're just going to quickly, Jordan, if you can do the horror story, because we've just a really quick version, just because we promised people and.
All right. Well, this is great.
You can save it for next week, but no, tell it. Go on, Jordan.
Well, I don't know. Is it?
I hate how this happens. Every week. Okay.
There's too much content.
All right, so my girlfriend has an incredibly spooky story, according to her, and I really want people to text you because I don't think that this is in the slightest. Are you scared by this? She said that her friends went to a place that was a graveyard overlooking a really large cliff on the south coast of Australia. When they were there, it was very misty, and so when they were looking out into the shore, this Jeep pulled up, and then the doors opened, but nobody was inside. So they said, this is a bit scary. Then the doors closed. And the Jeep rode off. And the Jeep rode off. And two things. It was a haunted Jeep.
That's
awful. This is the end of Unsolved Mysteries, the Unexplained. We've got nothing else. We've really scraped the barrel. Yeah.
Okay, so that was Supernatural.
The Unexplained.
The Supernatural.
God, I hope that is the last time. Where can it go from there?
I don't know.
Thank God it's the last time.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end of us as well. So that's Tom Montydoodoo and the Crocodile crew. Thanks for having us.
It's goodbye from Robbie.
Tom.
It's also goodbye from Jordan or from people from opposite land, Nadroj. That's right. I was lying before when I said I didn't plan other things. I also had that as a sign-off.
On FBI Radio 94.5, this is a wonderful song to finish us off. It's by Fortet. It's One of Tricks Point Never edit of Evening Side. Here you go. See you next week.